Thank you,
Chief
Joe.
Leween.
Good afternoon, Honourable Senators. I am Chief Corrina Leween of the Chislata Carrier Nation. I want to thank the members of this committee for inviting us here to speak about the work of the First Nations Major Projects Coalition. I sit as a member of the Coalition Steering Committee, and I enjoy the support of the membership of the Chislata Carrier Nation to do so. My community is semi-remote and is not located near a highway. This presents another barrier for us to participate in the type of economic development that is experienced by First Nations who are in a more urban setting. Like many other First Nations, we have a high unemployment rate and experience the social dilemmas that are attached to being in such a situation. However, we are not without opportunity to better our lives and the lives of our people through economic development. But we cannot do it by ourselves, and we are utilizing the information and tools created by the work of the Coalition to help us get to the point of capacity where we are able to make more informed business decisions. We do not have the financial resources or the expertise at the community level to analyze potential economic opportunities at the same level as the work being done by the Coalition. Chislata and other First Nations communities who are participating in this initiative benefit from having a forum that is non-political, where matters of business related to major projects can be discussed amongst communities from across BC's Northern Corridor. In the case of my community, the major projects impacting us and the neighbouring First Nations in the area is not a project that is tied to the use of fossil fuels. Ours is hydroelectric. Known as the Kenny Dam Water Release Facility, this project is estimated at approximately $600 million. It would not only provide a substantial revenue stream for the Chislata and neighbouring First Nations, it would also provide significant environmental benefits by re-establishing a more natural water flow to the Nechako River. This project is also a social and historical importance to my people, the Chislata. On April 21st, 1952, the Chislata people were forced to evacuate from their traditional territory due to the flooding of the Nechako waterway by the provincial government to accommodate the corporate interests of the Aluminum Company of Canada, which is today known as Rio Tinto. The Chislata people have not fully recovered from this traumatic point in our history. As a result, our population is dispersed over a large region, and our people suffer from an identity that was lost with our eviction from our original territorial home. Our culture has suffered, and our language borders on a point of extinction. But it is the resilience of our people and the want to heal ourselves through economic and social self-reliance that drives our determination. Honourable Senators, we want to be able to heal and correct our social challenges as a community through economic development. In our view, the capacity building information and the tools being created by the work of the Major Projects Coalition provides a huge benefit to this objective. Chislata is but one example of one community in need to assess the capacity. There are many others. In order for First Nations to be in a position to give appropriate consideration to their participation in major projects, the capacity field has to be leveled. We must be able to discuss, negotiate, and participate in business with our partners as equals. This need is not project or industry specific. This need is systemic. Whether it is the development of a national corridor, a mine, a hydroelectric facility, or a pipeline, First Nations will require access to the necessary information upon which we can make an informed business decision. First Nations will also require the ability to participate fully as partners in projects taking place in our traditional territories. The ability to arrive at options designed to address these issues represents the value that the work of the Coalition brings to conversations taking place at the local, the regional, and the national level. Chishlada Carrie Nation is pleased to be part of this conversation. Thank you very